Okay, good evening, everyone. Welcome to another episode on on lessons I give people on how to become profitable and consistent in the forex market. So even if you're a complete beginner and you don't know anything about it, just relax. Just click into my channel, and you're going to see a whole lot of videos that will educate you on how to become profitable. So I teach people from beginners trader to intermediate trader. And in this video, what I'm about to teach you are key concepts that are going to help you, whether you're a beginner trader or you're an intermediate trader. You must know what this concept means. So if you're really interested in joining me into finding out what this concept is, let's go as we look at the charts and see what I have for you guys today. Let's go, guys. Let's go. So yeah, now we are on our trading view, we are on our chart. So the first question I want to ask, the first thing I want to teach you guys, the first thing I want to teach you guys is support and resistance. As this is the topic that I want to will be talking about today. So it's support and resistance, guys. Now, at first, the first question I'll ask is, what is support? Support is um a particular region where there is a strong bullish momentum. Let me explain it in simple language. For example, any if you watch your particular chart. At first, let's look at what support means. Support is a particular area in the market where a lot of traders will want to place their buy limit, of which the market is maybe very low. You know that when a particular market is very low, there's tendency that people want to buy more so that at least they sell it for a higher price. So that's the reason why they want to buy it. Now, for example, why do we have a support? Is because there is tendency that anytime price reaches that particular zone, there is a possibility that price is going to bounce up strongly. So when we are looking at this weekly time frame, let's look at this weekly time frame. What are we seeing here? This is a strong support. This particular place here. If you watch this place, you see places where I draw these zones. This is a support. Yes, this is a support. This line I drew here is a support. Yeah, as you can see here. So it's a support, guys, because as you can see, anytime the immediately price touches this particular movement here that went to the upside, there was what? A push up. As you can see, look at that push up here. Okay, so let me show you another example of a support. Let's come down to the 4-hour time frame. Now in the 4-hour time frame, you see that I drew so many zones. As you can see, I drew so many zones. These are places that price are likely to touch and react to. So for example, let's give this place, let's go to the 1 hour and see what the price is doing. Oh, so this place now is called, as you can see, this particular line I drew here. As you can see, look at this particular line that I drew in this place here. This straight line here. Yes, that particular place is called what? A support. Why is it called a support? Because whenever, as you can see, whenever price touches that particular zone, what did it do? It bounced back. As the price came to that, down to this place and went back to this place, what did price do? Price bounced back. So meaning that this particular zone, this particular line you're seeing here, this particular one that you're seeing here is a very strong zone. So whenever price gets to that place, it means that you should be checking your trade. There is a possibility that what price is going to bounce back. So immediately price reach this point, what did it do? It bounced back. As you can see, it bounced back and still went up. There is another zone here. So I'm just talking about support. So there's another zone at the top, but that's what we call resistance. So these particular zones are possibilities. They call them possibilities that whenever you can see me, I almost draw them in all my charts. So as you can see this line, look at this particular blue line I drew at the top here. So whenever price reaches that area, there will always be a reaction, because it's either sellers will be in the market or um the seller either sellers will be in the market or buyers. So there is usually either a pullback or a pull up. So I hope you understand what support means. Yes, it means a particular zone where price reacts at the bottom, at the bottom, at the bottom, guys. So you can even see from here. If you see this particular place, yes, this place is called a demand. This place is called a support or a demand area. So as you can see, price moved from this place and dropped here. Let me clean most of these things so that you can see the chart very well. So immediately price dropped from this place to this zone here. What did price do? Boom! It pushed up to this place. Immediately price came back to this particular zone. That's to tell you that this support and resistance is very important in whatever you're doing in the forex market. Then immediately it came here, it's moved up almost 500, it's moved almost 200 pips plus. And what did it do? Immediately came back to this demand zone. So this is what is called what support. Whenever price comes down to that area and test it, know that if the price reaches that, it's going to react. So what did it do? It pushed up and did what? Break this zone. Now, which brings us to what is resistance. So I hope you have learned what support means. So this point, this multiple points that price usually touch, this point, as you can see, price touch here one, price touch it twice, it almost touch it almost 7 times. One, price touch it at this point one, touch at this second point, this third point, this fourth point, this fifth point, and if you keep going, price continue touching that point, which makes it a very valid demand zone. So now the next one we'll be looking at, let's look at this place as support, this particular zone. Let's look at this particular zone as support. Let's look at this particular zone as support. So here is called support. This place is called support. This down place is called support. And the reverse is always the reverse is the case. So for example, if you look at this chart, I drew something here. I drew something at this point here. At this point here. I do something at this point. In this line, you notice that price reacted almost 4 to 5 times. So it means whenever price gets to that level, what will it do? It will react. So let's see it. Let's see what it does. Let's see what it does, guys. So let's look at it. Let's look at it. What's the price does? Let me show you. So immediately price came to this place. This place is now a valid zone. Price came here, pushed down, and immediately pushed up. Immediately it gets to this zone, as you can see. Immediately it gets to this zone. What's the price do? Price move down and touch this area, this support zone. So price still also retest and still went back to that same zone and do what? Boom, price came down before it now was finally broke out of this particular zone and what went to the upside. Yes, so meaning this is now called a change of character. So we'll be calling this place a resistance zone. So this is what is called a resistance. A resistance. Yes, this is what is called a resistance. This zone I drew here is called a resistance. This zone I drew here is called a resistance. So that's it for this video, guys. If you find it interesting, and in my next video I'll be teaching you guys how to trade this breakout, exactly this pattern I took. I'm going to be teaching you guys how to do breakout. So for this video, if you know you don't understand anything, just go back to the video, watch it again, and I know you fully understand what support and resistance. So in summary, support is a place where a particular angle have been tested multiple times, which is, if you can look at this area, you can see one price touches this place one times, touches this place two times, three times. So this is called what? A valid support zone. And for the resistance, price touches one, two, three, which is what? Which means is a solid resistance zone. So thank you very much for your attention, and see you in the next video.